Hi, I'm Claudia St. I'm the president of Affinity HR Group. We are your HR partner and resource. Recently, the Biden administration rolled out some very strong mandates around requiring federal contractors, healthcare providers, and others to receive the COVID vaccine in order to work with the federal government or receive payment under Medicaid or Medicare programs and other federal programs. That edict also said that employers with over 100 employees will be required to mandate that their employees have vaccines. Now, at the time of recording this video, OSHA, which is the Occupational Safety, Health and Health Administration, has yet to provide guidance on how employers are supposed to comply with that law. So we are keeping an eye out for that. But what we do know is that the Equal Opportunity Employment Commission, the EEOC, ruled out in December of 2020 that employers are within their right to require employees to get the COVID vaccine, provided they do offer reasonable accommodations for those with either medical conditions or sincerely held religious beliefs that preclude them from being able to receive the vaccine. Whether your organization has 100 or more employees and you're looking to figure out how you're going to comply with this mandate, or if you are an employer of any size that is requiring vaccines of employees in order to have that condition to work for you, handling these exemptions is a little tricky. This HR Minute includes links for you to follow for resources on how to address those requests for accommodations. It's easier looking at those with medical conditions because most employers with 15 or more employees have had to comply with the Americans with Disabilities Act, which does require employers to consider reasonable accommodations, and it defines what those are. However, for the religiously held beliefs, that is fairly new territory for many employers to navigate when deciding whether or not they are obligated to allow a religious exemption. So this article and the links included provide you with some resources. We've seen a number of these requests come to us through employers who are trying to figure out whether their employee requests for reasonable accommodation under the sincerely held religious belief portion of Title VII of the Civil Rights Act is sufficient for them to grant an exemption from receiving a vaccine. What we will tell you is that what we have seen, many of these letters from employees cite scripture. Many of these letters include some form of religious doctrine. One of the areas that we're seeing a lot of is employees who oppose the use of fetal stem cells in the development of those vaccines. It's important to note, and again, a link is here to an ABC article that just came out. It's important to note that virtually all major religious bodies have weighed in and said that there is no basis in those faiths for an exemption for receiving this vaccine. Moreover, the fetal stem cells that were used to develop the initial rollout of these vaccines comes from a line of fetuses that has been in existence since the late 1960s, early 1970s, and those are the same cells that were used to develop ibuprofen, acetaminophen, Pepto-Bismol, and other over-the-counter medications that folks are using today. And there are no fetal cells that are included in these vaccines. So it's very, very hard for employers to distinguish what is a true, sincerely held religious belief and what is a personal belief, and to make the decisions on whether or not to allow those accommodations. So we're hoping that this HR Minute and the links that are included will help you as you weigh through those issues and you evaluate those requests as they come in, whether you're doing so because of the mandate or because of your own business choices. If you have any questions, please send us your information. We would be happy to help out in any way that we can. And again, one of the best approaches that we recommend is just providing information, providing sources of documents and information for employees and for you to do the research in order to make your choices going forward. We hope this helps, and we hope that you have a safe and productive work week. Take care.